Everybody, Brandon Costa from Sports Video Group welcoming you to the 2020 SVG College Summit. You've made your way into the Tech Portal section of our program, and you're here in the Tech Portal for our good friends at Canon. We are joined in the program now by Rich Eilers. He is National Accounts Sales Director for the Television Production Sales Division at Canon. Rich is a good friend of SVG, is usually at this event when we are fortunate enough to have it in Atlanta. Hopefully we'll be back there this year. But this year, we're happy to see you over a Zoom call, Rich. How you doing?
Well, Brandon, it's great to see you too. And boy, I would like nothing more than to be with you and the team down in Atlanta, interfacing with all our great friends in the college sports industry. It's certainly a great event. We miss it dearly, but we also want everybody to be safe and sound and healthy. So we're just looking forward to everybody doing that and us getting back to it next year with everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I know that there's a lot of people in the audience right now are hoping that we have our fingers firmly crossed that we will have sports in the fall for college, from football on down to all the other sports that are going to be on the front lines when we get back to things here. And we can get back to shooting sports again, and we're taking great photos and video and everything. So even though our event is one of many that weren't able to physically happen, NAB another big one, but that hasn't kept you guys from keeping the innovative products and tools and toys rolling out. I'd like to start with you on the C300 Mark III, one of the big announcements that you guys made that's applicable to this audience. Tell us a little bit more about that product.
Absolutely, Brandon. Well, the C300 Mark III was one of our major introductions at the NAB time, which you would have seen plenty of it in the booth if a show happened this year, which unfortunately it did not. But the camera is an absolutely wonderful piece, and one of the things that I've been referring it to a lot lately has been a Swiss Army knife, which it's got capabilities to address. Obviously, it's a cinema EOS camera, so it can address the production and the content creation community. But it also has some interesting expansion units, some expansion packs on it, flexibility on the front end with the lenses to allow you to use it also in the live event space, which is a really cool thing. So in the essence of what I just said, it's a Swiss Army knife, very flexible. It's got a lot of functionality in many different areas of the production area for the college sports landscape. So I do have a video that can tell the story a lot better than I can. So wanted to know if you'd be so kind, Brandon, to run it. We have one of our tech specialists, Charles Zablon, who does a great job of giving us a complete stem to stern view on this camera.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the C300 Mark III.
Hi, my name is Charles Zablon, Senior Trainer at Canon USA. I'm excited to share with you Canon's newest addition to its award-winning line of cinema EOS cameras, the EOS C300 Mark III. Let's take a look. At first glance, one will notice that Canon has continued to build on its legacy of designing cameras that are not only ergonomic, but also easily customizable. The EOS C300 Mark III offers the same modular body style, accessories, and expansion unit options as the EOS C500 Mark II, which has helped it quickly become popular among the creative community. With its flat top and bottom, multiple quarter 20 points for accessories or cage mounting, the EOS C300 Mark III can be easily configured from a small run-and-gun camera to studio mode, all the way to a lightweight aerial platform. In addition, the EOS C300 Mark III also offers the same user-interchangeable lens mounts for added flexibility and creative freedom when selecting lenses. While the ergonomics and capabilities to customize this camera are impressive, let me shift to the camera's sensor, as that is what helps make this new model special. The EOS C300 Mark III boasts a brand new 4K Super 35mm dual gain output sensor. This new DGO sensor takes the exposure from different gains in the sensor and combines them in real time. The first gain prioritizes saturation for the brighter areas, and the second gain prioritizes lower noise in the darker areas, thus resulting in vibrant, high dynamic range images in excess of 16 stops. This new DGO sensor is supported at up to 4K 60p recording, and additionally it is compatible with Canon's exclusive dual-pixel CMOS autofocus technology. Another key driving force behind the new camera's capabilities is the new Digic DV7 image processor. First introduced in the EOS C500 Mark II, the outstanding processing power of the Digic DV7 is the engine that allows the EOS C300 Mark III to offer many robust features, such as the ability to record internally in Canon's Cinema Raw Lite in 4K 12 and 10-bit, and XFAVC in 4K 10-bit 422 using blazing fast CF Express Type B cards. For those of you that love shooting slow motion, the EOS C300 Mark III can record 4K RAW and XFAVC at up to 120 frames per second, and 2K RAW and XFAVC at up to 180 frames per second. Now it's possible to shoot beautiful cinematic slow motion with the flexibility and power of RAW. And as an added benefit, the dual pixel autofocus function is also supported in slow and fast motion recording. Users can choose between two logarithmic curves to give themselves flexibility in post, Canon Log 2 and Canon Log 3. XFAVC also unlocks the camera's ability to have electronic image stabilization, which gives the operator added stability to reduce micro vibrations that are often attributed to handheld operation. The EOS C300 Mark III allows 1.3 and 2x anamorphic D-squeeze for monitoring. The recorded file remains squeezed, which gives you more options in post. Please check the Canon USA website for more product details on the new EOS C300 Mark III and the entire family of Canon cinema cameras. I'm Charles Zablon. Thank you for watching.
Awesome, really cool stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of people who will be very excited to get that in their hands sometime soon.
We're excited as well, Brandon. It's gonna be a real good piece for people out there.
Very, very cool. All right, another one we want to talk about. Let's talk about lenses a little bit here. What do you have new on that front?
Well, brand new this year at NAB, what was planned is to introduce, and it has been introduced, our CNE 10x25 Cine Servo lens. This lens, again, not to go back to my saying of Swiss Army knife, but we've done it also here in the lens landscape as well. This lens is capable of doing a cine content creation. It's capable of doing live event, and that's because it's got such a flexible zoom range in such a small package. Literally, the lens is doing a 25 to 250 zoom range, which is pretty much unheard of in a very, very small lens profile. So again, we do have yet another video. So Brandon, if you would allow me to, our guy Peter Marr, one of our tech specialists as well, does a great job of giving us an overview on it. So if you can throw it over to Peter, he'll give us a great tell on it.
Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Peter Marr, a professional market specialist at Canon USA. As the demands on zoom lenses from both broadcast and cinema productions have continued to grow, Canon has accepted the challenge to stay at the forefront by developing more flexible and modular lens designs. Today, I would like to introduce you to the newest member of Canon's Cine Servo family of lenses, the CN 10x25 IAS, also known as the Cine Servo 25-250. This new lens strengthens our Cine Servo lineup as it finds its place between our two popular and award-winning lenses, the wide 17-120 and the ultra telephoto 50-1000. Similar to those exceptional lenses, the Cine Servo 25-250 offers outstanding 4K optical performance, Canon's renowned warm color science, and an 11-blade aperture that helps ensure a beautiful smooth bokeh for those cinematic out-of-focus backgrounds. This lens offers a powerful 10 times optical zoom, which starts at a 25mm wide angle and extends up to 250mm for impressive telephoto capabilities, with the entire range covering Super 35mm sensor cameras. For enhanced flexibility, the lens's built-in 1.5 times extender can be used to increase the telephoto end to 375mm, with an added benefit of covering a full-frame sensor with only a stop of difference in light loss. These focal ranges are even that much more impressive considering the lens's compact size and exceptional weight of only 6.7 pounds. The 25-250 includes a powerful servo motor drive unit that delivers smooth, quiet focus pulls and zooms throughout the focal range, a great solution for run-and-gun, ENG, and documentary-style shooters. For cinematic applications, the drive unit can be easily removed and configured with a lens rod support system and the attachment of a focus, iris, zoom, or fizz unit for remote crew-oriented operation. With its ergonomic design, the 25-250 has the optimum distance from the center of the lens to the grip. This gives the operator a comfortably shaped grip for extended periods of use. The grip has an onboard display with quick power-up and allows you to customize the performance of the lens. At the bottom of the grip, you'll find a 16-bit absolute value encoder that allows you true and accurate representation of the lens during calibration for CG synthesis. The 25-250 lens is available in either an EF or PL mount. The EF mount lens supports Canon's EF communication protocol, which uses our proprietary dual-pixel autofocus technology that offers fast and accurate focus pulls and focus confirmation when manually focusing. The PL mount supports Cook Eye technology, which has been widely adopted in film and other video production industries. For even greater flexibility, the mount on both lenses can also be swapped at a Canon factory service center. Please check the Canon USA website for more information on the Cine Servo 25-250 and the entire family of Canon cinema lenses. I'm Peter Marr, thanks for watching.
Beautiful look at another beautiful piece of glass from Canon. Rich, really appreciate you giving us the insight on those two products. I know that for a lot of people in the college sports video community right now, it's been a very quiet time. It's been a tough time, ever since March when basketball tournaments got canceled and wrestling and other major championships got canceled and we lost the spring season. There's been a lot of people in the college community have been looking for opportunities to stay sharp for when sports does return. What have you guys at Canon done at this time where maybe, obviously not as many stills and videos are being taken? What have you done to maintain in touch with the community to keep people feel like they are, keeping their skills sharp at this time?
Well, you're absolutely right, Brandon. It's been a tough time for everybody, and just trying to keep fresh, trying to keep sharp, trying to increase your acumen and skill set, especially when you're not out there doing the productions. Again, it's, we know it very well. I mean, most of the stuff that we have learned in this industry is OJT, on-the-job training. We go out there and we learn it, we understand it, we absorb it. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get messaging out to the industry to help them along, to get some of the basics done. And we realize that there's a huge mandate in our, in the college sports landscape, not only for our video products, our cinema, our broadcast and things of that nature, but also our photography products. And there's a lot of times that those things are hybrid. Sometimes the photography piece of equipment can do the video job, and vice versa. So to aid in that education, and we also know for the education as well, we need to try to help the college community, because there is a lot of students that are going to be coming back that didn't have the opportunity to sit with their with the video programs and be able to learn. We want to make sure that they get their skills, up to speed. So what we're doing is we're providing a series called the Ask Canon series. And that series is going to involve two of our experts. We have two subject matter experts, Tony Kurdzik from our photo side and Ryan Snyder from our video side. And they do an absolutely terrific job of outlining any basics, any fundamentals that we can provide. And then at the end of the presentation, we allow them to, the audience to ask questions of them, because you got a couple of guys that are gurus in their business. We want the college community to be able to take advantage of that. So I certainly encourage on this tech portal, we're going to have the first in our series, which is called The Right Tool for the Job, which is talking about where you would use a video camera versus a photography camera, and different aspects of both, and formats and sensor sizes and things like that. We will have another session that's going to be on the tech portal as well, called the All About Lenses, which fascinating. You can figure out, when do you use EF lenses? When do you use video lenses? So you're going to get a lot of good information from these guys. And I've worked with these guys for years, and they are truly masters of their craft. So I would encourage the community at large to call us, ask us about it. We can tailor the presentations to help your students and to help your video and production crews. So please take a look at them, and we would encourage any feedback, as well as calling us up and saying, "Hey, Canon, run this back for us. We'd love to have some more information." So please utilize us as a resource.
All right, Rich. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time today. And for everyone in the SVG College community, as we said, it's been a tough couple of months for them, but things are looking good and promising over the horizon. And we really appreciate Canon's continued support of this community, especially at this time, more so than ever. So thank you for everything that you're doing, and thank you for your support of the show again this year.
And thank you to you as well, Brandon, and everything that you guys do. And we're here to support and flank you guys in any way possible.
All right. He is Rich Eilers. He is National Accounts Sales Director for Television Production Sales Division at Canon. You are in Canon's tech portal here at the SVG College Summit. There's loads of resources and information available for you on this page, including contact information for some of your favorite Canon reps like Rich, new product information, and plenty more of those videos and resources that Rich referenced available all here in the tech portal now. Thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your stay here at the SVG College Summit.
Stay safe, everybody.